Am I alone? Written by Silver Inkwell. Chapter 3. Dragnothetzel still had his stupid tiny little smile and grin on his face when he got down to town, and he had it ever since he had left the cave with Spike. As he approached the town, ponies started to run away in fear, but then the little tiny dragon shouted at them and they listened to his great surprise and shock. "It's okay," he said, "this dragon is with me. Everything is just fine." And with that said, the ponies calmed down a bit and relaxed too. And with it they went over to Twilight's treehouse, and as soon as they entered, Axel's eyes lit up. "Are these books?" he said, hopping up to the shelves and pulling some out. "Oh yes they are," he said, hugging some very tightly. "Spike." "Who's that? What is that? And why is he here exactly?" Twilight said. "Well, he said that he had some kind of problem, and he wasn't mean at all. In fact, he was rather polite and nice and kind, and by the looks of it he really likes books too," he said, pointing to the dragon who was hugging them. "Hey! Claws off of my own private collection and property," she said. "I'm sorry," he said, smiling as he put them back in their proper places. "It's just that I really like books, and coming from a boy raised in a village where the whole entire people are fierce Viking warriors, well, it makes him different for one, but now I see that there are some people, or rather ponies, in this world and any other that share my likes," he said, hopping down from the shelves like a cat. "Anyways, my name is Axel, and I was once a human, but now I am cursed by a witch, and it is very nice to meet your presence, Miss Twilight Sparkle," she said. "And what are you exactly?" "Well, a dragon for one, but the witch did give me another name," he said. "She called me a Night Fury. I suppose that's what kind of dragon I am, I guess." "Very curious," she said, looking at him and going under his wings. "You say you were cursed, but how did that happen exactly?" she said. "Oh, you know, just a witch using our magic, nothing too major or bad." "Isn't there any way to fix or break the curse that you have?" she said. "There's not any way that I know of, but say, if you can help me figure out how to fix it or even break it, even if you fail, well, I promise to protect your life from any danger or peril, no matter what the cost may be to me." "Dragon's code, thank you," she said. "But I don't need a dragon protecting me," she said as she quickly jotted down some notes with a quill on some loose paper. "I have to tell Princess Celestia about my discovery of a new dragon species," she said, "and don't worry, she's just the ruler of this land, that's all good." "I was worried there for a moment," he said, "but I am quite serious about my oath. A Viking never breaks his loyalty just as a dragon does." "He's right, Twilight, there is no way that you get out of this one unless, of course, I fail to protect you and you die, or I do," he said. "Yeah, well, let's just hope that it doesn't come to that," Twilight said. "Not if I can help it, then it won't. But tell me, what is your relationship with this Princess Celestia that you mention? And what is her role exactly?" "I was her student once, and she raises the moon while her younger sister Lune raises the moon. That's what the rulers of our land do for us," she said. "So then, they're basically like gods then?" he said. "Well, I wouldn't call them gods exactly. They're just very powerful unicorns with wings, or as we call them here, alicorns. But they're not exactly gods if you say so. But tell me, what brave and noble deeds did they do?" "Well, together they defeated the spirit of chaos, and so did me and my friends too, and she also had to banish her sister when she went crazy and insane, but me and my friends were able to restore her sanity to her," she said. "Oh my, it seems like this Celestia and Luna are not the only gods in this land. It seems like your friends are also gods too, for they did what your leader and ruler did. But tell me this, where are they right now exactly? Do you know?" "Of course I do. Applejack is at Sweet Apple Acres, Rarity is at her shop, Rainbow Dash is up there in the clouds somewhere, Pinkie Pie would be at Sugar Cute Corner Sweet Shop, and Fluttershy is at her cottage now." "Thank you very much. But tell me, are their places elegant and noble and vast and wide, and also do they live close by to you or not?" he said, smiling lightly. "For the last time, we are not gods, no pony is," she said. "Not even Chaos, but on my homeworld Chaos is a god, and so are many others too. Well, we don't have gods here, just ponies, cows, yaks, ducks, cats, bird and all other manner of various creatures, some even thought to be mythological." "Too interesting," he said. "But tell me this, do you need me or can I read now instead?" "Because if you don't need me then I shall relax if you wish," he said. "No, I don't need you, thank you very much though," she said. "Very well then, just let me know if you are leaving to go anywhere so that I may go to protect you, for you are the student of the sun god herself." Twilight quickly slapped herself in the forehead with frustration, knowing that it would be no use to get him to stop calling them gods either, because he was a bit of a practical prankster, or he was just plain stupid instead. But as to which he really was, Twilight did not know, but soon enough she would discover his true real nature whenever she tried to leave the house. He was very protective of her, that was his nature, for he had an oath, and he would always keep it. So he was loyal, of course, and brave, and he was also very smart and wise too, but he was also fierce in a battle and fight too. He was like the perfect guard, and a very interesting pet, although he was a bit more of an experiment at first, but now he was a very good close friend instead. And they were both better off and happy with each other. But soon enough their friendship would be challenged by a very dangerous threat that would bring peril and pain to all, one that would cause chaos in his wake and not care for the despair and sorrow that he would wreak as well too. And this threat that they would face, it was one from the human world, but it was also paired along with something very dark from the pony world too. And when this threat had come, it challenged everything Twilight and Axel knew. For he had once said that he thought his name was John and that he was crazy, but quite some time after he came to Equestria he started to remember being a human. And he knew this world well enough by now, thanks to all of Twilight's long hours and all her time, effort, and energy put into it as well. And so it was that nothing could prepare them for the threat. If you guys are enjoying this story, please give it a like, comment your thoughts, give me a follow and share this story with your friends, and I hope you all enjoyed the show and see you all